Praise the Most High, family. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in Charlotte. I should say the Carolinas. Absolutely gorgeous. Feels like it want to rain a little bit, but it feels great out. But I just saw something that really, that the Most High really spoke to my heart about. I was the third person in line at a light, and the turn signal light changed, but we were going straight or turning to the right. So the guy in front of me, he blew the horn at the lady in front of him, and she went on and ran the light. However, when the light changed for him to go, he looking at me. I'm pointing to him at the light, he looking at me. So I blew the horn. He gonna throw their hand up. The blind leading the blind. He pushing her to go on out there to get into an accident. But when he got the right to go, he don't want to move. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. The blind leading the blind. And they both end up in a ditch. He trying to rush her, and she not paying attention, strode right on through the light, and the oncoming traffic had the right of way to turn. See, the turn signal light changed, so he's blowing her to go. So she jumped on out and ran the light. She would have gotten the ticket for him, or in the accident for him. And to be quite honest, it could have cost her life, because of him. His misguided knowledge. So when he did have the right of way, he stalled and sat there looking at me. What you looking at me for? Get on out there and get on across the street, get out of my way so I can go. Get on out the way. Trying to rush other folks, but you don't want to go. You got the right to go. Us folks. So all I can say is us folks. Praise the Most High. I do hope everyone is well today, and that you're able to get out and enjoy this day like I am. I was heading on out to a job, but the fella called me last minute and canceled. I said no problem, because I was studying at the time. I said no problem, we're going to get out and get this recording in. Praise the Most High. And our idea is no good thing. No good thing. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the script, but there is some protocol that involves this no good thing, which means we must walk out something, or we have to follow the blueprint that the Most High set into motion for us to be equipped with all these good things. But first, we're going to look at Ephesians 5:1. And this is the first step to acquiring those good things in our lives that we so much want and need. And the text says, imitate the Most High, therefore in everything you do, because you are his children. Oh boy, that's saying a mouthful. So how do we imitate the Most High who we have never seen? Great question. Yahusha told his followers that he and the Abba was one, and that when they saw him, they were seeing the Abba in and through him. By his actions and what he said, that's the answer. When we listen to and yield to his Ruach Haquodesh, we are one with the Abba, and folks will begin to see him in and through our lives. And then Philippians 3, that's Philippians 2, 3, and 4 continues to point us in the direction to acquiring these no good things that he won't withhold from us. And it says, don't be selfish. See, that knocks a lot of us off or out of contention for these good things, for these equipping. Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Oh boy. See, this is disqualifying a lot of us, because for a lot of us, this is our goal in life. We're selfish. We're trying to impress other folks. We're trying to get what the Jones have so we can point to what we have. I'm a self-made man. I did that. I'm a self-made woman. I did that. I got that degree. I studied hard and got that degree. I bought that house. I bought that car. I did all of this. But the very next sentence says, be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. That's a mouthful right there. See, we don't think like that. We don't think of others as better than ourselves. And that's not saying that we don't think of ourselves, because the text says you should love others as you do yourself. See, first you gotta love yourself. And see, this is the key to life. Once you learn who you are, identify yourself, and start to appreciate the gift that the Most High has given you in your life, or the life that He has given you, you will begin to love yourself, and then also you will begin to appreciate the life the Most High has given other folks. But this is a process. And yes, I know it's a process, because I have been walking in it myself and learning this process, the blueprint, as I like to call it, kingdom protocols. Don't look out only for your own interests. And see, like I said, once you start understanding who you are in the Most High, in His kingdom, and that you have a kingdom assignment, then you start to realize other folks do too. Other people have kingdom assignments also. And it's your duty to start looking out for other folks' kingdom assignments and seeing how you can help, how you can facilitate backing, propping up, building up your ox and the coaches, your brothers and sisters, to empower them to do what the Most High has called them to do. And the whole key to that too is the Most High will lead you into all truth. So He will have you to do what He will have you to do for other folks. In Yahusha's name. Like it said, don't look out only for your own interests, but take an interest in others too. Which simply means support. Simply means support your brothers and sisters. This is how we imitate our Abba In. David said in Psalms 8, 4-8, what is man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you visit him? You have made him a little lower than the angels, and you have crowned him with glory and honor. We're going to come back to that glory and honor in a bit. You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, even the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea that pass through the paths of the sea. The Most High is showing us that he has given us authority and power, which is glory and honor. However, there is a blueprint that must be followed. He pays attention to detail, which is us. This is why he's mindful of us, because he's given us this glory and this dominion, because we're his children, whom he wants to imitate him. And what that imitate means is to walk out the path that he's called you to do. To walk the path that he's put you on, that he created you to walk. He has equipped us with all we would ever need to walk out the plans he has for our lives, just as I said. Just as he has equipped every creature he created with the tools to be fruitful and multiply, he has done the same for his creation, man. And even more so because we have been given the grand opportunity of not only physically dominating and being fruitful and multiplying, but also spiritual, or Ruach Haquodesh. Now this may seem a bit overwhelming, if not seen through the eyes of us who obey our great example's command to follow me. We have no need to fear, because as we said, we have been equipped. We have no need to fear, because as we said, we have been equipped with the same tools he had in his bag, or his tool bag. He had prayer, study, the Most High's plan, and the most important, the Ruach Haquodesh, who helped and most importantly, he had the Ruach Haquodesh, who helped him carry out his mission flawlessly. He then turns around to us and say, greater works than these will you do. He then turns around to us and say, greater works than these will you do. How can he say that if he didn't know it to be true? He knows because he has equipped us personally. As the text says in Ephesians 4 and 11, Christ gave gifts to men, or Mashiach gave gifts to men. However, the main gift is his Ruach Haquodesh. And 2 Timothy 1 and 7 says, for the Most High has not given us the Ruach of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And finally, back to our title, No Good Thing, which is an attention getter, because we love the good thing, and we love to hear that the Most High will not withhold any good thing. But like I said, there's a protocol to this, and as we have gone over a few, we see one or two here in the verse that this idea is found in, and that's Psalms 84 and 11. It says, for the Most High is our sun and our shield, which we also can look at He's our wisdom and our protection. He gives us grace and glory. You see, there's that grace and glory again. And what that is power and authority. The Most High will withhold no good thing from those who do what is right. See, that's the stipulation right there. And what is doing what's right? Following the kingdom protocols. Doing what he tell you to do. And following the examples he gives us. And more importantly, Yahusha HaMashiach, who walked the walk perfectly. O Most High of heaven's armies, what joy for those who trust in you. And that's so important that he wrote that like that. Because he's showing the authority that he has to back up his word. He's showing the power that he has to back up this idea of him not withholding any good thing. And it's all done by his power as Yahuwah Sabaoth. Yahuwah Sabaoth, which is translated to Lord of Heaven's armies. And see, Yahuwah Sabaoth, the Lord of Heaven's army, controls it all. This is where all his might and power is, how do we say that, is displayed. Of course, we know he is all powerful and almighty, but he has an army to show his might. He has an army to carry out his plan and his desire here on earth. But it's showing that we have backup. And it's showing that he is going to keep that word. And all we need and must do today is be obedient and following his will and plan for our lives. Like the text says, the Most High will withhold no good thing from those who do what is right. And see, that text sounds like how my parents would preach and teach us. Just do the right thing. You don't have to worry about nothing. You do the right thing, I got you. Whatever you need, I got you. And I'm going to get you some of the things you want to. See, our parents didn't have a whole lot when we were growing up. They weren't rich. They supplied every one of our needs. And every now and again, we had some of them things we wanted. Like I say, some of them things we wanted. Because we weren't always able to get the bicycles. We weren't always able to get the toys, the video games. But our parents did the best they could at trying to achieve those goals. But they knew what was most important. They knew what was most important, supplying our food, clothes, and shelter. And shalom. See, that's how the Most High is. All we need and must do is do what's right. And we'll walk and live in peace. Shalom. Just as we did at home. We have a father, a loving father there to protect us and to teach us, and a loving mother there to protect and teach us also. But this is a very simple, straightforward idea today. The Most High wants to supply our needs. He wants us to walk in shalom and on the path that he's laid out for each and every one of us. And see, thank you, Father. Just like with that guy blowing the horn, pardon me, for that lady to go ahead in front of him, trying to pay attention to what other folks are doing. They're on their own path. And when it's time for them to go, they will go. But you can't try to rush people out into the traffic of life to get clipped, or even worse than that, to get killed or hurt or maimed. See, we got to pay attention to our walk. Like the text says, no good thing will he withhold from those who do the right thing. So you can't be worrying about what mama and them doing if they're going to do the right thing to motivate and push you to doing the right thing. No. They got to walk their own walk, and you got to walk yours. Now, what we must and need to do is pray for and continue to walk on the path the Most High set for us as a grand example. And see, that's what changes folks' mind about the Most High when they see an individual walking the walk and talking the talk. Or we should say talking the talk and walking the walk. Because that's first. You gotta walk that, you gotta talk that talk. And what is talking the talk? Just we said in the prior recording, studying to show yourself approved. And I heard this fella that really, like I said, there's some folks on social media, like I said in the prior recording, there's folks on social media that don't have a clue. Which they give you some truth, but they have an agenda to what they're trying to promote, which is themselves. But he said that Yahusha, that the Holy Book is not the gospel at all. And what he stood on by that, he said Yahusha didn't have the Bible to preach. He said that the true gospel is what you hear the Most High tell you in your ear to preach. Not no book. I said, oh boy, this is a clown talking. This is a clown. So what do he study? What do he study? And the whole point is Yahusha studied the law and the prophets. He was very well versed with that book, with the laws of Moses and the prophets. He was a Torah keeper. And I heard another fella say that Yahusha didn't. No, this lady said that Yahusha didn't keep the law and the statutes. Oh boy. Or Paul. So they didn't follow the law, statutes, and commands. So how did he walk a perfect sinless life? Yahusha now. How did he walk a perfect, sinless, spotless life? He only did what the Father told him to do. And see, the Most High, he never changes. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And see, the whole point is, the text says that sin is lawlessness. It's breaking the law. That's what sin is. And I'll put that exact script in there. So Yahusha had to keep the law, statutes, and commands. And then they want to come back and fall back on the one that all of them say. They say he said his command he give them is love. But see, if they really had any kind of Ruach sense, they would know that to have love, you will follow the Most High's plans. Just like he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. And that was with an S. So what commandments are he talking about? If you start with them 10 and walk them out daily in your lives, you'll be on the road to satisfying the Most High's plan for your life as far as keeping them commandments. Because if you love the Most High and your neighbor, all them commands are pretty much taken care of. And you keep this holy Sabbath or Shabbat. See, all his plans are taking, all his plans for your life are pretty much lined up, so he can provide you with all the good things you need. Notice I said need. See, just like my pop and mother, you're not always gonna get them things you want. it would be nice sometimes to get some things you want. And it's fun at times to get what you want, but it's not always best. Just as I heard an individual say, if we had everything we needed and wanted, we wouldn't need the Most High. See, that's why I thank Him for every day He has me in position to trust in Him. I need Him every single day. I gotta have Him. I can't make it without Him. It's just like a recording we made one time before. We can't make it without the Ruach Haquodesh. And this is the main topic. He is the main topic of my recordings, of my ideas. The Ruach Haquodesh and how He leads us into all truth. That's why at the end of most of my recordings, I say stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Basically saying, keep doing the right thing. Pardon me. And this is how we do it. Following His leading and guiding daily. But that's my time, family. I'm going to get on out of here. I was going to take a walk today out in the park. However, there's folks all out here today. There's folks out in the area. I was going to go and do my recording there. So I said I'm going to sit here and stay away from the distractions as much as possible. But I love y'all so much, family. Remember this today. The Most High wants to supply all our needs. And you can tell by the way that's written. David said, no good thing will He withhold from those who do what's right. That means there ain't nothing that you need He ain't gonna supply you. As long as you walk in that path. As long as you keeping them laws, statutes, and commands to the best of your ability. Like my parents always told us, they said, do your best and it'll be enough. See, like I said in the prior recording, if we do our best, the Most High is going to come alongside and help us. Through and by His Ruach Haquodesh, who not only leads us into all truth, but He empowers us to walk it out. Every single day, we get up and say, okay, Pop, I'm with you. You'll hear Him talk back to you, say, I'm with you too, all the way. All the way, like that New Edition song. 'Cause I'm with you all the way. Whatever phases love might put us through, just remember I'm with you. With you all the way. Praise the Most High, family. I love y'all so much. Shalom.